Hello, AP Government. Welcome to week 3 of distance learning. So let me tell you a little story. So I received word from the College Board that they would update us on exactly what your AP exam is going to look like in May, when the dates are, and what the format was going to be. I was so excited, and I thought, you know what? I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's 45 minutes. They'll probably just give you one argumentative essay or something like that, and maybe they'll even give us an alternate rubric for it, and maybe even tell us specifically what subject area it might be. And last night they made the announcement of what they were going to do, and safe to say I'm not quite as excited and as confident as I was before. Here's what they said. As I may have mentioned earlier, you're going to have 45 minutes to complete the exam. Instead of one FRQ, the exam is going to be 2 FRQs. The first one is going to be a concept application. I really don't think that'll be that bad because, quite frankly, most of our bell ringers we did this year on Pear Deck at the beginning of class were concept application questions. Not all of them, but a good deal of them were. So I don't think that'll be too bad. So with the concept application question, you'll have 15 minutes to write the question and then 5 minutes to upload it. So 15 minutes to do your work, 5 minutes to upload it. And it's all gonna be online. It'll have instructions on how you do that and everything. The second question is an argumentative essay, which we've done a few of in class, but I had really been hoping to spend the month of April in class kind of doing just a 1-month workshop and practice test, and we were gonna go over some strategies on how to do argumentative essays. So I'm kind of already doing that, but I've got to alter it a little bit because you're only going to have 20 minutes to write your argumentative essay and then 5 minutes to upload it. Typically on the AP exam, you get 45 minutes to write your argumentative essay. So I'm hoping they're going to release here in the next few days a more condensed version or an alternative rubric of what that's going to be and what that's going to look like. But still, I'm guessing that the basics are going to stay the same, so I'm going to prepare you this week for both of those. But before I get into the assignments for this week, let's go over some of the things that they mentioned last night. No points are going to be awarded for tasks that can be Googled or searched. If you notice, you really don't have that much time to write your responses on the AP exam. Now, with that said, you are going to be able to use some of your resources, but because you're on a time constraint, you're going to want to really know most of the material off the bat so you can spend it writing. So no points for simple things that can be Google searched very quickly, but you can use your notes, the books, and the internet. You're not going to have very much time to, though. That's why if I were you, I would try to know everything that I could going into it so that if you do have some extra time left over, then maybe you could get out your notes or something very quickly and confirm something or to look up just to double check yourself. As for how you're going to put your answer up, most of you just type it. Now, there is an option if you really want to where you can handwrite it, take a picture of it, and upload it within the time frame. That to me would be a little risky to do. Plus, I've seen some of y'all's handwriting. No offense, but if I were you, I would rather you type it. But if you really want to handwrite it, go ahead. Feel free to. It's your choice. But I think most of you will likely type it out. Simply go onto the website. They'll give you instructions how to do this, and it will have a timer, and you'll have a certain amount of time to upload and a certain amount of time to do your responses. And then it'll walk you through how you upload things if you need to do that for handwriting or just to upload your responses into the system. Now, not that any of you would do this, but they made it very clear you cannot cooperate with any other students. They've got techniques to catch students who cheat. They're, of course, not going to share with us exactly what those techniques are. Listen, don't mess with College Board, all right? Just like with the ACT, they are extremely strict on this. They're going to use anti-plagiarism software. And, of course, if you get caught cheating, your exam's it's going to be thrown out and your name will be reported to the College Board and all that. So don't cheat, all right? I know this might be a little confusing with the fact that you can use your notes and stuff, but essentially the emphasis is that your work has to be your work. You can't collaborate with other students, but you can use, like I said earlier, your notes, your textbook, and the internet as well. Just you can't be using other students as well. They're also going to send me a copy of your responses about 2 weeks after the exam so that I can confirm that, yeah, that's that person's work. It's not abnormal or anything like that. As for when you all will be taking the exam, you'll be Monday, May 11th at 4 p.m. Now, I know some of you are very stressed. You've been freaking out about this exam. You feel like now everything's changing on you. Don't worry. The cool thing is you're done with new content for the year. And the content that's going to be on the exam is narrowed down to units 1 through 3. So it's not even like you have 5 whole units that are up for grabs on these 2 FRQs. So my goal here is over the next month, every week we're going to practice scenario applications and argumentative essays. And I'm going to pour content in that's going to be over units 1 through 3 exclusively, okay? So this week specifically, here's what I want you to do. I have posted 6 practice FRQs into Google Classroom, okay? Now the first thing I want you to do before you do the FRQs, there is a post in Classroom. It's labeled FRQ Practice Resources. In that post is a video of me going through the rubrics and what to expect on the FRQs and giving you strategies and expectations for those. Watch that video first and look through the Google Slides on there. I have resources to help you out to answer these practice FRQs. So that's number 1. After you've watched the video in the FRQ Practice Resources page, then you can start on the FRQs. So I tried, for the sake of your mental health, to break this down for you. There's going to be 3 days worth of assignments here. Okay, since the AP exam is going to take roughly 45 minutes, I want you to spend about 45 minutes a day, unless you would like to go at a different pace and maybe get everything done in 2 days, totally up to you. Okay, but for each day, I have a practice scenario application FRQ and an argumentative essay FRQ. So I want you to do those practice FRQs. At the top of the Google Doc, I have a link to a timer that's on YouTube, okay? I linked the timers that are the same amount of time you'll be given on the AP exam. So once you open up the timer in YouTube, go back over to the tab in the doc, start with your response, and then you should, if your volume's up, hear the timer go off telling you that time is up. So this is to get you practicing your time, because I know some of you sometimes when we took exams, you struggled, and I think the reason was you wanted to write as much as you could to make sure you covered all your bases and got all the points you can. Unfortunately, on the exam, you're going to have a timer. So I want you to start practicing trying to write economically and succinctly. Now, something I'm going to try to do, and I emphasize try to do because I haven't done it yet and this could totally fail, but I'm going to try to, when I go to grade your FRQ, which I forgot to mention, I'm not grading for accuracy. These are practice problems, so I'm just grading for participation. If you got it done and you put in good effort to it, you'll get full credit for it. But for Google Classroom's purposes, you'll see how you scored on the rubric that College Board would use on that. So don't freak out if you got like a 3 out of 6 or something. You got credit for doing it, and that's what matters. When I open it up to grade it, I'm gonna try to record myself looking at your response for the first time, and I'm gonna treat it like you're sitting right next to me and you brought your paper over to me and I'm grading it with you right next to me, explaining why maybe I'm giving a point here or maybe why you didn't earn a point there. So I'm gonna try to record a video of me going through your response, giving you feedback and stuff, and I'll post a link to that in the comments when I send it back to you. Now you guys gotta help me out on this, because while I'm giving you the flexibility and the freedom to potentially procrastinate and wait, please do not do that. Because if I get all 9 of you submitting all 6 FRQs Thursday night, I'm not going to be able to give you feedback that's going to be very helpful for the week. But if you break it up and like on Monday, today, or Tuesday, you submit 2 FRQs, that helps me out a lot, because I will try to get around to giving you feedback, submitting it back to you, and then hopefully you can use that feedback when you do the other practice ones. Because it doesn't really make much sense to do all of these really badly and then after you do them all really badly, not get any feedback on it so you can improve. So I want you to improve after each one, but to do that you might need the feedback. So that's why I'm really recommending to you, you do the scenario application and the argumentative essay. Just do 2 of them per day, all right? And again, the reason why I have day 1, day 2, day 3 on there is to kind of help guide you through that. Okay, so that's why I don't want you to procrastinate on this. If you submit it before 3:10, 3:30, I will do my best to get it back to you as soon as possible. For my own sanity, my office hours are technically 8 a.m. in the morning to 3:10, 3:30 p.m. So after that, usually I try to chill out, just get away from school and everything. So if you submit it later in the evening at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or any time after that, I'm probably not going to get back to it till the next day. But I'll try to get them back to you as soon as I possibly can. But also keep in mind, I've got 120 other students in regular government. I got to keep up with them and their assignments as well too. So like I said, I'm going to try it for your benefit, and we'll see how it works this week. But that's the main focus. I want to give you guys as much practice as we can possibly get in here within the next month before the AP exam, so you guys feel good, you feel prepared, you feel ready to go. Lastly, from the sounds of it, it sounds like some of y'all are going through not the best time with this whole coronavirus thing. So I'm thinking about you guys. I really do miss y'all. If you are bored and you want to comment on the post I made a couple weeks ago, where you can keep us up to date with current events or something, it doesn't have to be current events. If you just want to say hello or drop a news article in or post a dank meme, Lord knows I love those, feel free to. Feel free to. I miss the ability to just interact with you guys every day like we used to. If you're interested and maybe you guys would like to do just a Zoom hangout session, we don't have to talk about government and politics. We can just Zoom and hang out, see how things are going. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. I'm just trying to keep things as condensed as possible and not put too much on you, but at the same time get you geared up for this exam, because I want to see you guys get college credit. So I miss you. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, feel free to email me or drop a comment in Google Classroom. Good luck this week.